Well, I'm very excited that Nancy is getting this award this year. Nancy was on the board for 6 years, and she continues to do a lot of work for the organization.
Nancy Rowe has demonstrated the highest level of leadership, and I think what's been so incredible about it is she's done all of that during one of the most challenging times for our organization, for our community, for our world. Nancy really stepped into her position as we were going through a huge renovation to expand our child care center. And then suddenly COVID happened. And now she was facing, as a board chair, how do we move forward? What do we need to be planning for? We were looking at women's rights starting to backslide. We're still battling, real equity. And all of these things happened at the same time. And Nancy handled each of them, as she always does, calmly and pragmatically, but still with great heart. We continue in our early child care center. We were able to adapt our direct programming in the space of equity and really ensuring that girls who were in the STEM program were continuing forward.
Nancy worked very hard alongside with Debbie to pivot the programming to virtual. Additionally, Nancy kept the board motivated, got us switched over to virtual meetings. Nancy worked with Debbie also to change all of our events and fundraisers to virtual, and we had record years in fundraising at that time.
In the midst of one of the hardest times of this organization, we were unstoppable. And I know that so much of that has to do with Nancy's leadership.
I got involved with the YWCA because I was new to Colorado, and it was a great way for me to find a community of like-minded women. I had a lot of skills that I felt that I could bring to a board, and it was my first opportunity to kind of show that outside of what I had been doing in the corporate world. When you think about powerful and unstoppable, it's a lofty impression and goal. And then you have a pandemic that starts in March of 2020 and closes down absolutely everything. We found ways that we could be that lifeline to the families in our community that were deemed essential workers. And it became evident that there was nothing that we couldn't do.
The YWCA is just one of the organizations that she's really been working with.
She dedicates herself to causes where marginalized communities can receive the support that they need, and she's just a role model in that endeavor.
I had the pleasure of working with Janet Beardsley, and she's been involved with the YWCA and grew it to where it is today with a lot of commitment and passion. And the other awardees who received the Janet Beardsley Award have that same commitment and passion. I feel very, very lucky to be included, and thank you, YWCA.